Maybe you quickly brushed it off, telling yourself, "Oh, I probably just sat too long," or simply thinking, "Well, this is just part of getting older." But what if I told you that very little moment, that brief pause, that slight wobble, or that faint passing feeling of weakness, what if that's actually your body's way of whispering a warning? A warning that your legs, those strong, dependable legs that have faithfully carried you through decades of life's ups and downs, might be starting a journey of fading. And if we aren't paying attention, they might weaken faster than we think. Now, I know that might sound a bit dramatic, right? But stay with me here, because this is a reality. This weakening doesn't happen overnight. It creeps into our lives slowly, quietly. Maybe you start noticing you're avoiding the stairs a bit more. You catch yourself subconsciously leaning on walls or furniture just to feel a little steadier. Those walks become shorter, less frequent, and maybe they even feel more difficult than before. And the most worrying part is, sometimes we don't even realize when it all began. But here's a truth that not many people talk about. Your legs are often the very first part of your body to signal weakening as you age. That's right. Before your heart shows signs, before your memory starts to slip, even before you feel your energy levels change, it's often your legs sending out the earliest signals. And if we ignore this slow fade that's happening gradually, the consequences can be quite serious. We're talking about unexpected falls, painful fractures, long hospital stays, and even losing that precious independence we've worked so hard to maintain throughout our lives. But please, don't worry too much just yet. This message isn't meant to spread fear. Think of it as a wake-up call, and more importantly, one that comes with solutions. The good news is, you have more power than you might think to change this course. There are simple, natural steps you can absolutely take, starting right with what you put on your plate every day. In our journey together ahead, we're going to dive deep into why legs tend to weaken first, how to recognize the most subtle signs, uncover the power of specific foods, explore effective exercises you can do right at home, address the psychological side of this decline, and learn when it's time to seek professional support. Specifically, we'll uncover 3 incredibly important foods that every senior should be adding to their diet right now to help keep those legs strong, steady, and maintain independence. Let's start this journey together. Before we get started, I'd love to know where you're joining me from today. Drop a comment below and feel free to ask any questions you have. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a health-boosting tip from Elda's guidance. So we've acknowledged that feeling, that subtle hesitation, that whisper from our legs. But why? Why do our legs often seem to be the first place we notice the effects of aging? Let's peel back the layers and understand what's happening beneath the surface. One of the primary reasons is a natural process called sarcopenia. It sounds technical, but it simply means the age-related loss of muscle mass and strength. Think back, maybe around age 30, our bodies subtly begin a lifelong gradual decline in muscle mass. This process naturally speeds up as we get older, particularly after age 60, and it accelerates even faster when we stop using those muscles regularly. What's going on inside? Well, our body's ability to build new muscle protein can slow down. The powerhouses in our muscle cells, called mitochondria, might not work as efficiently. There can be an increase in low-level inflammation, and sometimes the nerve signals to our muscles aren't as strong. It's a combination of factors, often worsened by becoming more sedentary or perhaps not getting quite enough protein to counteract the loss. The big, powerful muscles in our thighs, the quadriceps and hamstrings we rely on for standing, walking, and climbing, start to shrink. This loss of muscle is directly linked to feeling unsteady, increases our risk of dangerous falls and fractures, and can even impact our body's metabolism. Statistics suggest this affects a significant number of older adults, anywhere from 10 to 20% of people over 60, and potentially over 30% by the time we reach 80. But it's not just about the muscles themselves. Their strength and function also heavily depend on good circulation. And unfortunately, poor circulation can act like a silent strength killer, stealing power from our legs in ways we might not even realize. This often involves a condition called peripheral artery disease, or PAD for short. In PAD, the arteries carrying blood to our limbs become narrower, usually due to the buildup of fatty plaque. Think of it like this. Your muscles are like engines, and blood is the fuel carrying vital oxygen. Now, what happens if the fuel line gets clogged? The engine sputters, slows down, and eventually breaks down. That's essentially what happens in your legs with poor circulation. Because our legs and feet are the farthest points from our heart, they're often the first to feel the effects when blood flow is reduced. Without enough oxygen-rich blood, those leg muscles, especially in the calves and thighs, weaken quickly. This can lead to pain when walking, known as claudication, or even pain when resting, coldness, numbness, and in severe cases, sores that don't heal well. Major risk factors that contribute to PAD include smoking, diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and lack of physical activity. Finally, we can't talk about strong legs without considering the foundation they rely on, our bones. As we age, bone density can also decrease, leading to conditions like osteoporosis, where bones become more brittle and prone to fractures. Strong muscles need strong bones to work effectively, and vice versa. Weak bones can lead to a fear of falling and fracturing, causing people to become less active. Unfortunately, this inactivity not only weakens muscles further, but also accelerates bone loss, creating a challenging cycle. We need both strong muscles and strong bones working together in harmony. So you see, it's often a combination of factors: the natural decline in muscle mass, sarcopenia, potential issues with blood circulation, like PAD, and changes in bone health, that contributes to why our legs often feel like the first part of our body to show the signs of aging. Understanding these underlying reasons is the first crucial step towards taking effective action. If you enjoyed this video, comment 1 to let me know. If not, comment 2. Your thought matter to me either way. We now understand why our legs might start to feel weaker, the combination of muscle changes, circulation issues, and bone health. But how do we actually recognize the warning signs, especially when they can be so subtle at first? Let's look beyond the obvious and tune into what our bodies might be telling us. Sign number 1, changes in how you move, mobility gait. Think back to Mr. Harold, the retired postman we met earlier. His walks got shorter and slower over time. This is a classic sign, but the changes can be even more nuanced. Have you noticed yourself, or someone you care about, needing to push off the armrests of a chair a little harder just to stand up? Maybe taking a brief pause halfway up a flight of stairs that you used to tackle easily. Perhaps your steps have become a little shorter, or there's a slight shuffle that wasn't there before. These aren't just random occurrences. They can be early indicators that the muscles responsible for lifting and propelling your body are losing some of their power or endurance. Often we dismiss these things thinking, "Oh, I'm just getting older," or "I must be a bit tired today." But paying attention to how you move, the ease of standing, the confidence on stairs, the length and speed of your stride, can offer valuable clues long before a major problem arises. Sign number 2, those unusual sensations, sensory symptoms. Remember Margaret, who loved knitting by the window but was bothered by constantly cold feet? even when the heat was on. She also experienced tingling and numbness sometimes. These sensory symptoms are another important warning sign not to ignore. That persistent coldness, tingling, or numbness, especially in the feet and lower legs, isn't just a minor annoyance or bad circulation to be brushed off. It can be a direct sign that not enough oxygen-rich blood is reaching those areas, often due to narrowed arteries, as we discussed with peripheral artery disease, PAD. Your nerves aren't getting what they need, and they're sending out these signals. Paying attention to these feelings is crucial because they can indicate an underlying circulation issue that needs addressing. Sign number 3, the fear factor, the psychology of weakness. This sign is perhaps the most subtle, yet deeply impactful. Remember John, the passionate gardener. After one small stumble, a near trip that didn't even result in a fall, something shifted inside him. He stopped gardening, not because he physically couldn't, but because he no longer trusted his legs. He developed a fear of falling. This fear of falling, or FOF, is a powerful force. It's more than just being careful. It's a persistent worry that causes people to limit their activities, even things they are still physically capable of doing. When this fear takes hold, everything changes. Your brain sends signals of caution. Your muscles might tense up. Your steps become shorter and more hesitant. Anxiety creeps in. What if I fall this time? What if no one is around? This fear creates a dangerous downward spiral. You move less because you're afraid, but the less you move, the weaker your legs actually become. This increased weakness then makes the risk of falling more real, which in turn fuels the fear even more. It's a cycle often driven by the mind as much as the body. Recognizing this fear, whether it's noticing hesitation before moving, seeing someone constantly reaching for furniture for support, hearing them express anxiety about falling, or observing a withdrawal from previously enjoyed activities, is incredibly important. So, the warning signs aren't always about outright pain or inability. They can be subtle shifts in movement, unusual sensations, or even the invisible but powerful barrier of fear. Recognizing these early allows us the chance to intervene before these issues significantly impact strength, safety, and independence. We've talked about recognizing the warning signs, those subtle changes in movement, sensation, and even our confidence. Now, let's shift gears to something incredibly empowering: what we can do about it. And a huge part of the solution lies right on our dinner plate. No matter where you are on this journey, whether your legs feel strong today or a little shaky, the fuel you give your body matters more than you might think. Forget complicated diets or expensive pills. We're talking about simple, powerful, real foods that directly support your muscles, bones, and circulation. As we get older, our bodies change how they process and use nutrients. One key change is something called anabolic resistance. This means our muscles might need a bit more protein or a stronger signal to build and repair themselves compared to when we were younger. That's why experts now often recommend slightly higher protein intake for seniors, perhaps around 1.0 to 1.3 grams per kilogram of body weight daily, to help maintain muscle mass. Think of it as giving your muscles the extra building blocks they need. Furthermore, our bodies might be dealing with more low-level chronic inflammation as we age, which can unfortunately contribute to muscle loss. The good news is, the right foods can help combat this inflammation and support overall health. So, let's dive into those powerhouse foods we mentioned earlier. Power food. Number 1, fatty fish, like salmon. The muscle repair circulation. Hero, Think of salmon and other fatty fish like mackerel, trout, or sardines as nutritional gold for your legs. First off, they are packed with high-quality protein. Remember how crucial protein is for preserving muscle mass and fighting off sarcopenia. Fatty fish delivers exactly the kind your muscles love and need for repair and growth. But that's not all. The real magic might lie in their rich content of omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA. These healthy fats are champions at reducing inflammation throughout the body. They also play a vital role in improving blood flow by helping to keep your arteries flexible and less prone to clogging. Better circulation means more oxygen and nutrients reaching your leg muscles, helping them stay strong and responsive. Some research even suggests omega-3s might directly help sensitize muscles to protein, boosting the muscle-building process. How can you get more? It's easier than you think. Grill it, bake it, add it to salads, and don't worry about cost. Canned salmon or sardines are fantastic, budget-friendly options that are just as packed with nutrients. Worried it's too fatty? Remember, these are the good fats, the anti-inflammatory kind your body needs. Aiming for about 2 servings per week can make a real difference. Power food number 2, leafy greens, spinach, kale, etc. The bone nerve guardians. Next up are the vibrant leafy greens like spinach, kale, collard greens, and broccoli. At first glance, they might not scream leg strength, but they are absolutely crucial. Why? Because strong legs need a solid foundation. Strong bones. Leafy greens are nutritional powerhouses loaded with calcium, magnesium, and vitamin K, a trifecta for bone health. We know calcium is the main building block of bone. Magnesium helps our body absorb and use that calcium effectively. And vitamin K, especially a form called K2, plays a vital role in directing calcium into our bones where it belongs, rather than letting it build up in arteries. This helps keep bones strong and dense, reducing the risk of fractures. Beyond bones, these greens also boast anti-inflammatory properties that can help reduce leg swelling and provide nutrients important for nerve function. So, how to eat more? Toss spinach into your morning eggs or smoothies. You often won't even taste it. Add kale to soups, or simply stir-fry some greens with garlic and olive oil. And remember, while dairy is good, these greens are an equally powerful, plant-based way to get essential bone nutrients. Power food number 3, beans, legumes, lentils, chickpeas, etc. The energy muscle trio. Don't overlook the humble bean. Black beans, kidney beans, chickpeas, lentils. These are some of the most affordable, accessible, and nutrient-dense foods available. They offer a fantastic triple threat for leg health. First, they provide excellent plant-based protein, crucial for supporting muscle maintenance and repair. Second, they are loaded with fiber. Fiber is key for steady energy. It helps regulate blood sugar, preventing those energy crashes that can make you want to stop moving. Fiber also keeps your digestive system regular, important for comfort, helps lower cholesterol for heart health, and makes you feel fuller longer, aiding in weight management. Third, beans supply important minerals like iron and B vitamins, which are essential for fighting fatigue and producing energy your muscles need to function. Plus, being heart healthy means beans indirectly support leg health by promoting better blood flow. Working them in is easy. Add them to soups, stews, or salads. Enjoy hummus, made from chickpeas. Mix lentils into rice dishes. If you worry about gas or bloating, start with small portions and make sure to rinse canned beans thoroughly. Your body will likely adjust beautifully over time. While those 3 are superstars, let's briefly mention a few others. Vitamin D, Often called the sunshine vitamin, it's absolutely essential for absorbing calcium and plays a direct role in muscle function and strength. Get it from sensible sun exposure, fortified foods like milk or cereals, or supplements if needed. Other protein sources. Variety is key. Include eggs, tofu, nuts, seeds, lean meats, or even protein powder if needed to ensure you're meeting those higher protein requirements. Spreading protein intake throughout the day is also beneficial. Antioxidant-rich foods. Berries, colorful fruits, and vegetables provide antioxidants that help fight inflammation and support overall health. Hydration. Simply drinking enough water is vital for good circulation and muscle function. Making these nutritional powerhouses a regular part of your diet doesn't have to be complicated. Think of them not just as food, but as leg protectors, strength boosters, and a form of self-care you give your body with every bite. Consistent small choices truly add up over time. We've covered the fantastic fuel from food. Now let's talk about getting the engine moving. Remember that crucial principle. If you don't use it, you lose it. Consistent movement is like medicine for keeping your legs strong, stable, and ready for life. And the best part? You don't need a gym. Simple exercises done right at home can make a world of difference. Combining different types of movement gives you the best all-around benefits. First, let's talk strength training. This directly builds muscle to fight weakness. Chair squats. Stand before a sturdy chair. Lower yourself slowly like you're about to sit, keeping your chest up and weight in your heels. Then push back up using just your legs. It's great for thigh and glute muscles. Seated leg lifts, chair extensions. Sit tall. Slowly straighten one leg out in front. Hold briefly, then lower with control. Feel that thigh muscle working. Repeat with the other leg. Calf raises, heel raises. Stand tall near a counter or wall for support. Slowly rise onto the balls of your feet, lifting your heels. Hold, then lower slowly. This strengthens lower legs, key for walking. Strength. Tip. Start with 8 to 12 repetitions, focusing on good form. Gradually increase reps as you feel stronger. Next up is aerobic exercise for endurance and circulation. Walking. It's simple but powerful. Even short, regular walks around your home or neighborhood boost heart health and blood flow. Consistency is more important than speed or distance initially. Seated marching. A great low-impact option. Sit tall and lift your knees alternately, like marching in place. Aerobic tip. Aim for activity most days. Start with 10-15 minutes and slowly build up your time. Balance exercises are vital for preventing falls and boosting confidence. Single leg stance. Always hold on to something sturdy like a counter or chair. Shift your weight to one leg and lift the other foot just off the floor. Hold for just a few seconds to start, then switch. Heel to toe. Walk. Near a wall for support, try walking in a line, placing the heel of one foot right in front of the toes of the other. Go slow. Balance tip. Safety first. Never do balance exercises without support nearby. Tai Chi is also excellent for balance. Finally, don't forget flexibility. Gentle stretches for your leg muscles after activity help reduce stiffness. Simply pointing and flexing your toes also maintains ankle mobility. The key is consistency. Start small, maybe just 10 minutes a day. Listen to your body. Exercise should challenge you gently, not cause sharp pain. Combine a little strength, some aerobic movement, a bit of balance practice, and gentle stretching most days. This consistent effort is your investment in stronger, more reliable legs for years to come. So, we've covered the powerful combination of eating right and moving consistently. But the picture isn't quite complete without looking at our overall lifestyle and, crucially, our mindset. These elements play a huge supporting role in keeping us strong and independent. Let's first revisit that fear of falling. Remember John, the gardener? That fear can be paralyzing, creating that vicious cycle we talked about. Tackling it often involves a few key strategies. Start by making your environment safer. Ensure good lighting, remove tripping hazards like loose rugs, and consider installing grab bars in key areas like the bathroom. Creating a safer space can significantly boost confidence. Also, think of assistive devices like canes or walkers, not as signs of defeat, but as tools that can actually increase your freedom and confidence to move. Breaking the fear cycle often starts with taking small, safe steps to rebuild trust in your legs and your balance. Beyond addressing fear, other lifestyle habits contribute significantly. Staying well hydrated is simple, but vital for good circulation and muscle function, so keep sipping that water. Don't underestimate the power of good sleep either. It's when our bodies repair and recover. If you smoke, finding ways to quit is one of the best things you can do for your circulation and overall health, especially reducing the risk of PAD. And staying socially connected is important too. Isolation can sometimes lead to inactivity and a decline in well-being. Finally, perhaps the most powerful element is mindset. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking, "I'm just getting old." But shifting that perspective to one of proactive aging makes a world of difference. Focus on what you can do. Celebrate every small victory, whether it's walking a little further or adding a new healthy food to your plate. Remember, when you work to keep your legs strong, you're fighting for your independence, your freedom, and your ability to keep living life fully. Combining these lifestyle factors, a safe environment, healthy habits like hydration and sleep, and a positive, proactive mindset, truly enhances the benefits of good nutrition and regular exercise. While everything we've discussed, nutrition, exercise, lifestyle, empowers you to take charge, it's also vitally important to know when to seek professional medical help. If you notice a gradual worsening of leg weakness, or if it's starting to interfere with your daily activities, make an appointment with your doctor. They can help investigate potential underlying causes, check for nutritional deficiencies, review medications, and guide you on the best next steps. However, if you experience sudden weakness in your legs, this requires urgent medical attention. Don't wait. Sudden weakness can be a sign of serious issues like a stroke, a slipped disc compressing a nerve, or other neurological problems. And please, seek immediate emergency care. Call 911 or your local emergency number if sudden weakness is accompanied by severe pain, loss of bowel or bladder control, or any potential signs of a stroke like facial drooping, arm weakness, or difficulty speaking. Persistent numbness, tingling, or coldness also warrants a doctor's evaluation. Don't delay getting help when these critical signs appear. Let's bring this all together. We've explored why leg weakness often appears first as we age, how to recognize those crucial signs, physical and psychological, and most importantly, the powerful actions you can take. We've highlighted the impact of targeted nutrition with foods like fatty fish, leafy greens, and beans, and the necessity of consistent exercise covering strength, aerobics, and balance. We also touched upon how lifestyle factors and a positive mindset complete the picture. The core message is one of hope. While changes happen, significant leg weakness isn't inevitable. Your body can respond wonderfully to care, movement, and good food, no matter your age. It's never too late to start making a difference. So I encourage you, take just one small step today. Maybe add one healthy food to your list, Try 5 minutes of a simple exercise, or check one area of your home for safety. Small, consistent steps build remarkable strength over time. Your legs are your foundation for freedom and independence. Let's give them the support they deserve to keep carrying you strongly into the future. Stay strong, stay active, and keep moving forward. If you enjoyed this video, comment 1 to let me know. If not, comment 2. Your thought matter to me either way.